Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the amazingly good, really fun, really well done new Marvel film. Of course, I am talking about Black Panther. Oh, what a great movie. I just got done watching it. I saw a pretty late showing of it, so I apologize if my energy is a little low. I saw it a short while ago with a big group of friends at a late screening. Oh man, it was fun. It was good fun and a good movie. Now, before I start talking too long and too much, of course, please be warned that this video review will be full of spoilers. Again, this is a spoiler-filled film review, so massive spoilers to follow. You have been warned. If you have not seen Black Panther yet and you want to, do not keep watching or listening to this video, as I will be discussing massive, giant story spoilers starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. That being said, great movie. Great movie. Another solid superhero origin story. And another perfect example, living proof, as I like to think, of a situation where a character first appeared in a superhero ensemble film, in this case, Captain America Civil War, and now he has appeared in his own leading film as Black Panther. Great movie, impressive visuals, love the costumes. I absolutely love the costumes. And I think this movie really nailed it in a lot of ways. Number one, great story. I loved the conflict that T'Challa was riddled with, along with his allies, and some of the decisions he had to make. And number two, it had awesome characters, fantastic characters, great leading characters, great supporting characters, and above all, great villains. Michael B. Jordan was incredible in this role. He played it so intensely, so ferociously. You just wanted to bop his character in the nose or like punch him right through the screen because he was such a ruthless, cold-blooded monster. But that's what made him such a great villain too, is that he was so ruthless and so evil, you loved to hate him. And at the same time, you can kind of see where he's coming from. This movie did a good job showing his point of view, and we felt a little sorry for the guy, but it didn't last long because the guy was a monster who wanted to do nothing but to hurt Wakanda and hurt the rest of the world as far as he was concerned. He just wanted chaos and war to ravage everything because he felt like everything else in his life was destroyed. So that was great. Michael B. Jordan, well done, and that goes for the entire cast as well. Everybody did an outstanding job. And speaking of characters, how about what happened to Ulysses Claw? Oh my God, Killmonger shot him point blank range in the head and delivered his body to win over the hearts of the people of Wakanda. Very smart. I think this was his plan all along. I think this is exactly what he was going for here. He knew that this was a guy who had fled justice for too long from Wakanda, and Wakandans wanted to see him punished, and he gave that to them. And this also is a perfect demonstration of his brutality and his ruthlessness. He not only kills his allies, but he kills the girl that he presumably has some kind of special romantic relationship with because they kiss and seem intimate. And he shoots through her to injure Claw, and then kills Claw. I mean, this was just further demonstration of how cruel and cold this guy was. And that's what made him such a great villain, is that you love to hate him. And you could also kind of feel a little sorry for him, but then you quickly remind yourself that this guy's a total dick and you don't want to see him succeed. And I also loved this movie. It was a good balance of action and humor, and it was a good story. I don't know if I would call it self-discovery, but I think it was a great story with a valuable lesson, and that lesson was you can't isolate yourself from everybody else, literally and metaphorically. And I thought it was so interesting how they wanted to stop Killmonger from spreading the advanced weaponry out to all over the world, so they shoot down all the weapon ships. And then they introduce themselves to the world, where they will presumably introduce some of their weapons, but it's most likely going to be their resources and their knowledge and their help that they're going to offer, rather than their weaponry. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And also armored rhinos. How badass was that? Great fight scenes, awesome characters. Super funny moments. And I've got to applaud the women in this movie. All of the female characters were strong, fierce, confident, and very, very likable and very memorable. I think that's one of the things that is a key to a good movie. You got to have a good story, and you've got to have strong, likable characters. And there are countless examples throughout film history of weak stories with strong characters, or weak characters with strong stories. You can cite numerous references, but my point is that this movie really nailed it with the strong characters, especially most of the female characters. I love the relationship between T'Challa and his little sister. Angela Bassett as his mother was absolutely phenomenal. I loved Lupita Nyong'o. I'm sorry I'm butchering that name, who played Nakia. Oh, and Denai Guerra from The Walking Dead. Oh, I love her already, and this movie made me love her even more. She was so good in it. She was such a badass, wielding that giant spear and having attitude and being confident and loyal and fierce and dedicated. There's so many likable characters in this movie, and almost all of them were women. And hats off to Black Panther for doing that. I mean, I just think that is so great, that not only did they have a killer story, but they had memorable, awesome characters that we're going to come to cherish and love forever and from now on. So this movie just nailed it in so many ways, with the performances by the actors, the visuals, the special effects, especially the costumes. I love the wardrobe and the costumes, the fight scenes, the battle scenes. Oh my God, armored rhinoceroses. That was awesome. I love seeing that. I also loved how Okio saved M'Baku from the rhino by her charging lover, by getting in its way, and then recognized her and then licked her like it was a giant dog. That was also awesome. Moments like that. And I saw it on premiere night, or opening night as I would call it, and the place was packed to the brim. The whole theater was packed, but everybody was on the same level as everybody else. We laughed, we cheered, we applauded, we yelled when it was appropriate. You could feel the enthusiasm in the place. And as me and my friends left the theater and walked out into the lobby and hung around for a few minutes, you could still feel the energy and the enthusiasm that movie had brought to so many people. And I think that's a pretty good sign that that's a pretty awesome movie, when it leaves you with the lingering effects of awesomeness. So guys, that's my review for the Black Panther. What did you guys think of the movie? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you like it? Would you recommend it? Did you have a favorite part, favorite character? Please feel free to sound off down below and leave your comments and feedback and opinions down in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. You've all been doing such a good job with that lately. Please, please, please keep it up. I highly recommend this movie. It's awesome. I think you're going to like it if you like Marvel movies, if you like superhero movies. It's just so damn good. And if you like movies with strong, likable, memorable characters, this is right up your alley as well. Such a fun movie. I hope you all enjoy it. And please don't forget to subscribe for more film reviews like this one. Black Panther is now playing in theaters. Check it out. You don't want to miss it. Have a great rest of the night, everyone. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.